Where did I leave that quill?
Only the finest wares here.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
My friend Sella's been talking about you. Thanks for helping her.
Did you find the deed?
Corpse.
I'd hate to think that clumsy wizard Jinrisa out next. Oh, no. I can't do it myself. It's not subtle or even polite. If a Telvani just bluntly demands this thing or that service. I'm sorry to impose. I know I've asked a lot. Trust me, payment is forthcoming. Just offer the deed to Firith and tell him that Sun in Shadow would like his written support for elevation just west of here, in a place called Hanood. Firith values his privacy, so be wary of Atronachs and traps, and don't be surprised if he's a bit, eccentric. Meet me in the council hall when you return.
Ugh, more visitors? I have those Atronachs out there for a reason. Can't you see there's no room? Oh, for Vex. Did she now? How prescient. Quite impressive, wouldn't you say, Geralt? Yes, I thought so too. I'm glad she chose to give it to me, and not that guar-faced bumbler Jinrisa. Ah, yet another social climber. How tiresome. Still, exchanging a simple endorsement for value... This should do. Now, off with you. My friends and I have pressing business. So much to do!
Review the request soon. In the meantime, continue your studies.
Ruth Sarah Sooth is most kind. I thank you. Ha! I recognize that swagger. Hirith agreed to my demands, didn't he? Excellent! I ran into Counselor Angharal just a moment ago. Totally by chance, I might add. I asked her about the potential for, well, that makes two of us. I took no pleasure in spending all that coin, but as a retainer, I'll be able to double that sum before...
Always. She is busy and in a hurry. She is always busy these days. I worry she flirts with the flames of the sun and does not know to fear the fire. My heart and I have barely spoken. She strains her spines both day and night, poring through tomes and hatching her schemes. Her eyes are fixed on the next rank, and the next... No, she has not. All to the good, I guess. A finless fish weakens the shoal. But enough about me. You, my friend, are a mighty swimmer. Seek her out in her stone-dwelling place. If I know my...
What a pleasant surprise. Stay a while, won't you? Always pleasure to see you, Sarah. I'm glad you dropped by. I could use a friend right now. I just received a summons from the council. Typically, I'd be overjoyed. After all, I just submitted a petition for advancement to Oathman. But the council never acts on petitions. If a member of the house plans to spring a trap, I need to project strength. The councilors know you've assisted me in the past. If you appear before the mouths on my behalf, it puts the Magisters and I on equal footing. Thank you, my friend. Be careful.
Be sure to add that all further petitions will meet the same fate. Cats and lizards have no place in our...
There is no greater virtue than ambition, but I'm afraid Sun and Shadow's enthusiasm has rubbed a few of our number. Beyond the obvious? Your friend possesses a keen mind and great natural talent. But even the great House Telvani is not above simple prejudice. The circumstance... I would counsel patience, but I have no illusions. Sun and Shadow will dismiss such advice out of hand. Her dreams can only be deferred for so long. I say only this. Whatever she plans to do, make sure... Yes, Relasa hates practically everyone, but she's developed a particular distaste for Sun and Shadow. I can't tell if it's true. Sun and Shadow will stand before us again. I only hope that it's for a promotion and not something less pleasant. Believe it or not, these meetings can go far worse. Honor to you and your house, Seth.
sorry. I grew tired of waiting. I received more than a few sideward glances on my way over. Oh, I see. Maybe I was too impatient. Requested it too soon. Damn! Did they give— Of course it was Relassa. That pig has hated me from the start. Gothrin's not fond of Argonians, but this is clearly personal. Would you act as my emissary once more? If you go to Tel Arun and speak to Gothrin, I'll answer what I can, of course. Yes, when I achieve the rank of Oathman, I should be able to purchase a slave. I'll free Ioki and we'll toast to our success. That is what we've been working toward, right? I know that some of this feels a little unsavory, but it's necessary. A Telvanni mage doesn't have time to be troubled. Every day I learn something new. Every day I peel back one mystery to reveal another 10 beneath it. If this is the price of that kind of discovery, I'll pay it. Oh, that came out poorly. Never mind. Most Telvanni magisters prefer to be left alone. They dislike and mistrust each other. So they appoint mouths to handle business outside their towers. Of course, the magister's wishes and the mouth's wishes often get tangled. It's imperfect. Just trust me, it's better this way. If the counselors had to deal with each other directly, there would be no peace in Vardenfell. You wouldn't jam a bunch of aelits into a pen together. Mages need room to stretch, room to breathe. I never said House Telvanni was perfect. We take the good with the bad. When I sit on the council, I'll put things right. Magister Guthrin reigns over Tel Arun, the fungal tower west of here. He has a sour reputation, but remains one of the most powerful mages in Tamriel. I never had cause to— I'd be lying if I said yes. But if there's anyone who could get through to him, it's you. Gothrin keeps a few pupils, henchmen more like. You probably have to get through one or two before he'll deign to speak.
What you still?
Tel Arun's closed. You got Nick spit in your ears? Tel Arun's closed. Jog off. Oh, that's rich. You really think Magister Gothrin would open his doors to a tail-lost swit like you? The Master's not seeing any visitors. Not today, not tomorrow, and not next week. So shove off. Disobeying orders, eh? Yeah, that sounds like Relassa. Skeeving little Nick's always sliming around the tower, jamming pies in our gob and pushing us around. To do muck with her. Go ahead.
Giravel, I've had enough of your excuses. Relassa made your task plain. Find those thieves.
I'm sorry, Magister. It will be done.
Whatever it is you want, talk to my cringing assistant.
Ah, greetings. I'm sorry you had to see that. Magister Gothrin is really quite charming once you get to know him. Honestly, he wouldn't have yelled if Relassa's little snoop... Ah, that. I'm sorry, but Relassa is determined to keep your Argonian from advancing. Typical. I should be Mouth. Say, I might have an idea. The thieves must have spoken like a true Telvani. If you bring the goods to me in Sardrit Mora, I'll take credit for their safe return. Relassa's gone to great lengths to discredit me, you see. My Muthsera knows this. If I succeed, Muthsera Gothrin will undoubtedly promote me to Mouth. Then, in exchange for your help, I'll support your Argonian's petition. One good turn and all that. What do you say? I can't wait to see the look on Relassa's face when Muthsera Gothrin strips her of her title. Of course. What can the future Mouth of Muthsera Gothrin help you with? A great many things, I'm sorry to say. They pilfered an ancient tome, a rare pendant, and a purse full of gold. Of course, my master was most aggrieved by the loss of... Right. I'm sure that's a delicate subject for someone of your... Is breed the word? Truth be told, I've always been a fierce proponent of beast rights. If you only return the tome, pendant, and gold, our scheme will probably still work. You should know by now that Telvani alliances often start as fluid affairs. Not that our relationship is fluid. What we've got going here? Rock solid. Sun and Shadow's intentions align with my own. It only... Well, I can't say for sure, but there's a good chance the missing slave stole Muthsera Gothrin's property before fleeing Tel Arun. Ropefish and other people smugglers sometimes accept magicked items as payment. I'm sure I wouldn't know. My master has a kind and gentle disposition, but children sometimes need discipline, yes?
Take this report to Mouth Relassa, immediately.
Yes, Captain. It will be done.
What do you want? You stink of incense and hookah smoke. Did that beast Gothran send you? We are not goods. Zashanti and her friends prepare to leave this cursed island. No more lashings, no more bitter food. Only the light of the moons drifting across the Topal Sea. We only took Gothran's belongings to pay the smugglers. The moons are kind. I knew you would not betray a fellow child of Joan and Jode. We stored Gothran's trinkets in crates nearby. The smugglers will groan at their absence, but we would rather face the wilds alone than go back to tell... Wait! What was that noise?
Greetings, Outlander. Cetera Relassa sends her regards. Gathering up these slaves on our own would have been exhausting.
No, no, no.
Damned cats! You lot are going back to Tel Arun. Move out!
You heard the captain. Get moving, Kerr.
No, Darsha will not go!
Don't kick yourself over Relassa outmaneuvering you. Trust me, you never had it. Of course. You didn't think she'd let that flat-headed Aerith outnix her, did you? Oh, and don't bother looking for those other stolen goods. My troops have the situation well in hand.
Once again, it's been a pleasure. Farewell, Sun and Shadow.
There you are. I'm glad you're back. I just had a fruitful conversation with our friend Aerith. Seems that I'm not the only one Relassa's holding back. I underestimated Relassa. I see that now. She plays the game far better than I do. The only way to win a game like this is to eliminate the player. I know how it sounds. I take no pleasure in it. It's just an unfortunate necessity. Half the Telvanni hierarchy arranged an opening at some point in their rise to power. If you deal with Relasa, Aerith takes her place. It's the best place, Sarah. I apologize, my friend. Perhaps I've gotten a bit caught up in Telvanni maneuvering. Of course, I will respect your choice. I'm just worried about Yoki. Appealing to her vices might work. Relasa has quite a love for both information and sweets. Why not give her both? Deliver these marshmallow cakes and let her know about Aerith's plot. It's a modest offering, but with time and effort, who knows?
It's the lizard's errand runner. Did she send you to kill me, I wonder? Your friend considers herself my equal, but in the end, it seems she's still just a witless slave. You've been ever so helpful in proving it. My thanks. Now, oh, delightful! Let me guess. She sent you with a bribe? Or a gift? Or an offer of service? How delicious. Well, Aerith. That's hardly news. In any case, I'll take those marshmallow cakes. Funny, she knew just what to get me. Seems her slave's instincts haven't faded with time. Tell her I will consider her proposal. I can always use another servant. Where to send her first? Delicious. Oh, powdered pearl dust and sugar. What? Oh, that bitch. Poison! It burns! It burns!
Greetings, friend. You seem troubled. Please let me explain. I did, but only because you wouldn't have done it otherwise. Velasa would have killed Ioki and me eventually. She forced my hand. A Telvanni must act or die. Please, take this and my apologies. I hope you'll see the wisdom in this. I hope you will consider working with me again. I admit, it was underhanded and unfair to you. I hope we can move past it, though, as friends. Come visit me sometime. I'll make it up to you, all right? I bought some very fine Khajiit tea I've been dying to try. Your anger is understandable. A true Telvanni life always involves some seclusion. The higher I climb, the lonelier it gets. But I truly value our friendship, and Ioki's affection.